Howdy YouTube, Darlington Farm here. Well, I broke something. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this guy or not, but yeah, I broke. I'm not exactly sure what you call that sucker. Is it the rock shaft? It's the rear shaft where the two draft arms attach on my Kubota here. And yeah, it wouldn't be the first time I broke it this year. I never had a problem with it until I switched to these big fluid-filled tires. When I had my ag tires on over there, I never had a problem. This year I have broken this thing a couple times. And this time I'm just kind of trying to limp it along here because I got to mow one last time for the year. And then I can pretty much, fix it right. I've been meaning to just buy a chunk of cold roll, but every time I've gone over my steel supplier, it's kind of slipped my mind. So, yeah, what I'm going to do here is just take the plasma cutter, cut a V on the end of that, tack it together with some MIG wire and a piece of channel iron, and then I'll probably fill it in with 7018. Last time, I just used some hard wire here, and obviously it didn't hold. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to put the camera down here and get to work. Alright, so as you can see, basically we just made a spear point on the end of these guys here. This just gives us a lot of metal to fill in. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap between the two of these just because I want this to be a tad bit longer, so hopefully it holds up okay. Get my hood on here, set it to weld. And I'm going to go ahead and tack these guys out. Now I'm running the Multimatic 200 here, straight 110 volts. I am running C25. There I just bridged the gap between the two of these. Now I've got these in this piece of angle here just to cradle the two to make sure I keep this shaft straight. Now I can go ahead and turn them a bit and get a little bit more metal on them. Alright, so one of the things I really like about the Multimatic here is it is really easy to change. So basically all I do is flip the process selector here over to stick. I have to flip the door open here and disconnect the little wire for the wire feeder. Disconnect this, plug your stick lead in right there, and you can go ahead and set. We're set up here 3/32 6010. We'll go ahead and change that over to 3/32 7018, and we're going to go ahead and use this off 110 volts. Alright, you will have to cut me some slack here. It has been a while since I have run any 3/32 7018, or well, really a whole lot of stick at all. I've pretty much just been doing MIG welding all summer, but let's see how we can do here. Whoops. What I'm doing here is just rotating this guy along here. I'm trying to stay ahead of the puddle. I actually need to turn it down just a bit. All right, there we go. We made a rotation. See how that does. Whoops. So pass number 1, I think, was a success here. It has been a several months since I have run a 7018 electrode. So yeah, a little bit of getting used to again. I've just been using the squirt gun all summer, but yeah, I think this is going to work out okay. All right, now one thing I do not like about this welder is it does not have the hot start, which I am a huge fan of. I can scrape this rod and get it lit here. There we go. Basically what I'm doing is just working along here trying to stay ahead of the slag. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I know you guys want more arc shots, but I'm a little leery of getting my camera right next to this guy where I can get a lot of splatter on it. Oops. Yeah, I should have stayed lit there. I was trying to move it without killing the ground. Alright, so here you go. There's a couple rounds of filling it in and knocking the slag off. What I'm going to do now is just take the grinder and kind of buff it flat. I mean, this is not the greatest repair, but you know, this is just kind of a quick and dirty repair where I can go ahead and get back and finish some mowing today. Alright, so as you can see, got it in there. I was a little short, so I had to throw one of those small pins in there. Probably actually just time to go ahead and replace it the right way. So next time I'm over at ATP, I'll get the piece of cold rolled and fix it. Anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.